everyone, my name is Lisa Taylor. I'm a Platinum Premier with Perfectly Posh, and I'm here, to talk to you a little bit today about how to maintain consistent PV or personal volume. One thing you should always shoot for every month, and one thing I have always shot for, well, personally I shoot for the monthly award every month, and that way I'm going to guarantee that I get at least the $500 minimum personal volume needed to be paid on my downline. So I've been with Posh for just around 26 months and have hit platinum, and I just figured out my numbers today just so I can share with you, what I do and what my average is, and that I don't just preach, I practice what I preach. So my total sales currently, in 26 months since I've joined, is $53,974. So I'm averaging about $2,075 per month. I will be honest with you, I have not done very many home parties at all. I've done 2. And they were with friends back in my hometown of Pennsylvania. Very casual things, very fun, but I just haven't had a great deal of luck booking parties. When I started with Posh, I was working full-time as a federal background investigator, so I didn't have a lot of time. I have 4 kids, we have no family nearby, very few friends. We're transplants in Georgia. And so I just did not have a lot of time, or just, I didn't even work with people. I worked by myself I didn't go to an office, I worked from home, I didn't have coworkers. So I just didn't know a lot of people to ask for home parties. And so I really started with the online thing. I have a pretty vast footprint online, and these are all friendships and relationships that have been well established for many years. So that is one advantage that I've had going for me, in that I just have a lot of friends, and I'm very active on Facebook, as anyone who is friends with me can attest. So that trust level was already there, and that relationship was already there. And there's just something that you need to remember about everything that you do with Posh, is that we are building relationships. We are, I don't consider myself a salesperson. I consider myself an information sharer, and I'm very enthusiastic. I think that I relay that very well via my posts. It's kind of hard sometimes to get things across whenever you're doing mostly everything online and by the written word, and it's kind of hard to interject your personality or your energy into that. But that's what you need to kind of think about when you're making your posts. Now, I have a VIP group, and it started out as again, having never been in direct sales before and not knowing what I was doing, I did a group, and it was public because I figured that is my advertising, and I wouldn't pay for a billboard and put it inside my house. So I kept my group public, and that way, people could see the traffic if we were mutual friends, and then people would request, what is this Posh thing you got going on? Can you, now, because I can offer different, sales and things like that, and that I have to remain within policy and procedure, so my group is now closed. However, I try to get people to join it through when I have parties, or through all of my advertising, my labels, everything on my catalogs. I have a QR code on them that puts everything into somebody's phone. If they scan it, they get all of my contact information, including my Facebook group and my Instagram. I'm always referring people to my Facebook group. You have to watch, because sometimes you're going to get people who aren't, who are trying to sell you Ray-Bans, or trying to sell your VIPs Ray-Bans. So, but your settings, you can set your settings to you have to approve the post first or something like that. I don't. I just look at who's requesting to join, and then I look at their profile, and if they seem like a real person, then I let them in. So, but sorry, I'm kind of getting off track. But one thing you want to do, one thing I always do to ensure that I'm getting my personal volume, is I stay in communication with my VIPs. I don't overdo it, but I post at least once a day, a product, an ingredient, a sale. The biggest draw for people is when you make it relatable. When you post a selfie showing Under Wonder and how nice my skin looks, or something with your hair, the hair products, and look at what it's done to my hair. It's, or your child using the healer, your husband using a Man Balm. make it personal. Encourage your customers also to review a product on your wall. They got no, what's the saying? They got no, I don't know, car in this race or something like that. So people trust them. They want to hear from a third party. They, dog in this fight. That's what it is. Encourage your customers to post reviews. When someone sends me a text or a private message and they say, "Oh, Lisa, hot pepper shebang, it works wonders on me. I ran a marathon and I feel no pain the next day." Then I say, "May I use this? May I post this in my Facebook group? I can cut out your name if you prefer." And never had anyone tell me no. They always tell me yes. I send samples. I try to send them weekly. I have a Google form that I've created and I have it pinned in my VIP group, and I will let them choose. I'm not going to go sending 20 and 30 samples, but I'll send 5 of their choice. But I ask in return for a review. I ask for reviews in return. If somebody requests samples and they don't give you a review and they ask for samples again, I would say no. I would say, "Can I have your reviews from the first samples I sent first, please?" Because they cost us a lot of money, and we need something in return. I try to think of ways to encourage my customers to refer people to me. So I'll have little contests. I'll have a nominate a mother for Mother's Day contest in which people have to vote, and they have to be in my group to vote for the custom or for the person. Let's see. Splurge. Always promote the splurge. I take bulk order. I make things easy for my customers to order. I make it easy. I'll say, "I'll put your order in for you. You can PayPal me, whatever. I'm putting in a bulk order." Now, most of my customers are out of state, so I do a lot of shipping, but that's up to you. So another thing that I do frequently, not frequently because I don't want to, I'm going to say monthly maybe, or every other month, is I also offer a free shipping. Because like I said, most of my customers are out of state and they like to save $5. So if I would put a minimum order on it, say $25 or more. I mean, it's up to you and what you can afford to do, but that's typically what I would offer. I do a lot of mystery hostess parties where, either one winner is drawn at the end of the party, or every 2,500 perks earned, I give one person who's ordered $25 credit to order. And that's what for my mystery hostess parties, because I like to have them shipped. I like to check out the carts right away. I tend to leave myself as the hostess and then tell them how much they've earned, and they can apply that as a credit to a future order. So if there was 3,000 perks earned, they can apply $30 to a future order. I just think of ways that help my customers, that make their life easier, that they would enjoy. If the other day I saw a customer who had been in a marathon and she has sores on her feet. I send her a little bit of a healer as a sample. Just some thinking of you. It looks like that hurt. Here's something that might help, or something like that. Somebody that camps a lot, I might just send them a sample packet of Stripper and say, "This works wonders if you're stung by a bee or get a mosquito bite. So keep this on you at all times, and then come talk to me whenever you want to order one." Something like that. And you make sure you follow up. Make sure you're sending thank you notes, personalized thank you notes when somebody orders. Just think about you and what would mean something to you as a customer, and do that for your customers. And as always, think of ways to have them refer people to you, contests and fun games and prizes, and keep it fun. If you look at it all with a spirit of joy and just let's have fun today, it reflects in everything you do, and people want to be a part of that. So I think that's about it. That's all I've been doing, and it's working. I keep, maybe another idea would be keeping a splurge product to offer as a hostess incentive for people to have parties, because if you have parties, online parties, Facebook parties, you're going to meet more people and you're going to draw more people to your VIP group, and then you're going to have continuing customers who want to come back and spend the perks that they started earning from buying in your party. So multiple ways, and if you have any questions or if I can help in any way, don't feel free to shoot me a message. I'm glad to help you. And I wish you the best of luck in your posh journey.